já bych vás tady chtěla všechny přivítat na World Cosplay panelu s našimi úžasnými hosty, kteří jednak nám budou porodcovat zítra cosplay debut a cosplay soutěž, takže výsledky našich soutěží závisí tady na těchto šesti úžasných lidech, kteří se ještě upravují, vypadají nádherně, takže s tímto bych to odstartovala. Budeme mít aplikaci, ta se jmenuje Slido. Já doufám, že to tam jsme schopni dostat výborně. Když si naskenujete ten QR kód, tak se do toho dostanete a smíte tam pokládat dotazy našim hostům. V případě, že vás něco napadne, prostě to tam napište a pokud chcete nějaký dotaz přímo směřovaný na nějakého hosta, samozřejmě napište jméno toho hosta nebo na koho to chcete směřovat. Pokud to chcete do plenéru, nepište tam nic. Takže s tímhletím bych to odstartovala. Kdo o to má zájem, tak si prosím naskenujte QR kód a můžete se vesele ptát. První, co uděláme, tak si nejdřív naše hosty představíme a necháme je trošičku povykládat něco málo o sobě, ať víte taky, kdo to je. So, our lovely guests. First thing I would like you to do is one of you grab the mic, most probably on the side, and just introduce yourselves to the public and what you do, how many years you cosplay.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Ari and I've been cosplaying for maybe 7 or 8 years. And this is my job for the last 3 years.
Hi all, nice to meet you. I'm Bellatrix Aiden. I'm from Kyiv, Ukraine. And I have been cosplaying for 18 years already. I mainly do part of my costumes, wigs, props, and a lot, because I don't like the smell in my apartment. But anyway, and that's it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Winter. I am similar to Ari. I cosplay since like 8-9 years and also doing this full time since around 3 years. I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi, my name is Olivia Frost. I've been cosplaying for roughly 10 years too. And yeah, it's also my job since like, I think 1.5 years. Yeah. And I'm mostly a crafter. I do a lot of patterns. I do a lot of tutorials. Yeah.
Hi, Czechia. I'm Erza from Munich, and I'm cosplaying for 22 years right now. I don't feel old, you feel old. And I make this as a professional, but I have a side job. I'm a professional gold and silversmith, so I make original jewelry and be known for big armors and big detailed builds.
Hello everybody, my name is Nadia Sonica. I came from Mexico and I've been doing cosplay for more than 10 years. And now, since the past 3 years, I've been doing cosplay for companies and for others that needs it, because it's never enough. You know, you have to keep building more and more cosplays, not just for you, for everybody. So everybody's in this forever.
And first question will probably come from me, and it will come to you who do cosplay professionally as your job. How does one start it?
Oh, God.
How do you happen to work like that?
Well, I guess I start because I have the microphone. Well, I started because friends invited me to come at an event as this, Mexico. And then they say, it's going to be fun. And then you stuck forever. So you better watch it, okay? If you're going to do it, you're probably never going out. So it just started with the things that you have at home. I started with the Android 18 from Dragon Ball. I have a blonde hair. I just grabbed some strips, shirt in my closet, some jean skirt, some black leggings, and then forever.
And considering the topic of this year is retro, what was your first cosplay? Each one of you. You already said that?
Well, I didn't start with that one.
You didn't? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I started hardcore.
Okay.
No, but not really. Helsing, because I felt as a vampire.
So actually, did I have to
Yeah, do it all.
do it all? Okay. Oh, is it that everyone have a question more, so they have to remember 5 questions right now in a row? Okay.
I'm absolutely sorry.
So when I started with costume or cosplaying, I was super young, and I was really interested in Japan and subcultures there. I was a small visual kei fan, and back in this time, it was more like something non-usually, and everyone met on our small town coffee or something like this, and people was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
And we started to make costumes out of the closet, later with paper mache and everything. And so this was a really intense way to go up to foam, wobbler, real wigs, like they don't looking like carnival wigs. And yeah, and I think one of my first costumes, really, really good costumes, was Misa Amane from Death Note, but I had a lot before.
Oh, how did I start? Ah, fuck, that's so hard to remember. Oh, I think actually, like, I started in a weird way because I was already studying at that point, like at university, and I was building cosplays. I didn't know what cosplay was. I was just building costumes, and I was like storing them, like in my wardrobe. They were there, but I never wore them. And at some point, a friend at university, she was cosplaying, and she was seeing my wardrobe, and she was like, "Oh, you're cosplaying. Oh, let's go to a convention together." And that was basically how it started. So yeah, and that's my first convention I went to was with a cosplay that I had for like 2 years or something because I never wore it before. And I think like the first thing that I did, I'm not entirely sure. I think it was either Asuka from Sword Art Online, or it was Link from Legend of Zelda. So very basic. Yeah, that was basically my first one, or one of these two.
So I am a really big sucker for romance animes. I know I don't look the part. I rarely cosplay from it, actually. But my first cosplay was Riichi Shirakin from Inu Boku Secret Service. I have no idea if anyone knows the show. But yeah, no, I got similar. I got actually dragged to a convention by a friend who didn't want to go alone. And she was like redressing up. I had no idea what I was doing. She described to me it was something like carnival, which it was in fact not. And then the next year I got really excited because I saw everyone dressing up and looking really cool. And everyone said, oh, they made the stuff themselves. And I was like, I can do that. I have hot glue. So I hot glued a costume together and went on stage. And yeah, I kind of am stuck there ever since. So yeah.
Okay, so I need to tell you about my first cosplay, right? Okay. You know, many years ago, I thought that I would be so cool male cosplayer. And my first cosplay was Itachi from Naruto. Yeah.
Naruto, yes.
And I made it with my real hair, because I have very dark one. And oh my God, the photos were so photoshopped with some special effects. You know, 18 years ago, it was super terrible, really.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think I heard something about cosplay conventions in different countries. We didn't have any conventions like good ones in Ukraine. And I think I participated in our first cosplay group in Ukraine at all. And we made some performance as Naruto performance. And we were talking from the stage, and it was so terrible. I don't want to review it again. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so for me, I was around 16 years old, and I'm not actually, I think my first cosplay ever was Chloe Price from game Life is Strange. I don't know if anyone played that game here.
Yeah.
It's like from an...
Yes.
It's still one of my favorite great games for like, back then it was a very small indie studio. Basically, I just saw that character and wanted to have my hair all blue. And I was like, okay, I just want blue hair. Then I dyed my hair blue, and after that I was like, okay, maybe I can dress up as this character. And I did. And then I found out there is like a cosplay event at Belgrade Book Fair, which is a very specific. And I went to visit. Then I met some people, other nerds, and that's how I started. Eventually, I started posting on Instagram, and I don't even know how I got here, honestly. Like, it's been a long time now. So yeah, step by step.
It's actually cool how various your first costumes are, because if you ask something like that, people in Czechia, I think the people in Czechia are divided in two groups. Those whose first costume was from Naruto and those who lie. So I'm really glad that we have all this variety here. And I see that questions are starting to appear. Okay, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? I love that question. So please tell me.
You don't...
Favorite ice cream?
Raspberry, actually.
Oh, nice.
But it's a bit specific.
That's very specific.
Second one is lemon.
Yeah. Lemonade. Awesome.
I don't know, maybe mango. Mango and coconut, I think.
See, I am lactose intolerant, so I don't really do ice cream normally. I saw that there's a vegan ice cream stand, so I'm very excited about that. Mm-hmm. But usually honey, actually.
Mm. Actually, vanilla, but only if it's lactose-free or vegan.
To be honest, for me, the ice only have to be vegan. I eat everything.
Good. I think my favorite flavor for ice cream will be pistachio.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Can I ask for the questions to come up again, please? Thank you. Okay, what was or is your most rewarding cosplay? Most rewarding.
I think my most rewarding cosplay will be Peach from Mario. It took me a whole year to make it, and it is tough to bring it to events because it takes an entire suitcase.
Because of the skirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is full of fabrics and the crown and everything, so it's very hard to bring. But it is rewarding because everybody recognize it no matter the age of gender. Everybody gets excited. I get excited because you get excited. It is all fun. All good.
That's the essence of cosplay.
So I did Horus from Smite and won within the second place of Magic International, a big competition in Monaco. Mm-hmm. But I think for me the most rewarded costume was also my Sagittarius OC. I'm really known for my original characters.
Yes.
And to be honest, the hotel going really viral in reason of has been hotel. So, you know.
I think for me it was actually Ahsoka, not this version that I'm wearing today, but like the Rebels, Star Wars Rebels version, because I actually went to ECG with it, and it was actually my second performance ever that I did at ECG, and I won third place, and I didn't expect it at all. So this was really, and I also learned a lot of new techniques with this cosplay. But generally, most rewarding at conventions, mostly anything body paint, because I do a lot of body paint characters, and people usually love the makeup. So yeah, that's something that I hear a lot and that I love to hear. And
For me, I would actually say it would be one of my first cosplays, the first one I made completely by myself and went on stage with. I still have it. If I look back at it, there's a lot of things I would change about it, but it kind of started the entire thing. I found a joy in it. I found a community. I found people I'm still friends with today. With some of them, I actually went on stage earlier this year. I found lifelong friends. So I would say my first most rewarding one is the first one I actually just handmade, because I found so much joy and now a job and a community, and now I'm here,
I think it's really hard to decide what was the most rewarding. I think it's La Signora from Genshin Impact, because I started doing her during COVID times, and then the war started and I didn't have any energy doing any cosplays, and La Signora wasn't finished at that time, and step by step I decided to do some small parts, and I think it was the costume which returned me back into cosplay during that hard time. And for example, last year I finished her finally and went to Austrian convention, won some prizes, and it was really, really cool. And also my friend took me to awesome museum in Vienna, and we took just outstanding photos. It was so beautiful. So that's it.
For me, I would say Nana Osaki from Nana, because that's kind of what gave me all opportunities I have nowadays, because that's kind of what started my career, like professional career, and that's how I met my boyfriend. So I think that's the best part of it. Recently, I've been doing a big photo book for that character, and it's been hell to like make it, but I feel like results I'm very happy with, and that's enough.
Okay, thank you. Oh, what do you see as the future of cosplay? How do you think the cosplay will evolve eventually? Like cosplay in general as a hobby.
I think it will, and it already, compared to like when I started, it became super mainstream compared to like 2016, 17, because it really used to be a super niche thing, but after 2020 and COVID and TikTok, I feel like it just exploded. A lot of people started watching anime and doing cosplay, and I feel like events are so massive compared to 10 years ago as well. I feel like in terms of like cosplay as like costume making in general, unfortunately, I feel like it's kind of good that it became much more accessible, but I feel like fast fashion is becoming a really big thing in cosplay nowadays. So less people will make their own stuff and craft and so, which is very sad, but it's nice that it's more accessible. But on the other hand, I feel like definitely in the next 10 or 20 years, you will be able to order the most amazing cosplays for like $50, $60, $70. So hand making stuff will be less rewarding and less of a thing with new generations. Yeah, that's my prediction.
Okay, looking at what is going on around us, I think we will use a lot of AI. I don't know still yet how we'll use AI in cosplay. I think maybe, I don't know, someone will come up with some cool AI feature and it will create 3D models for just creating some props and it will be instant. I don't know, but I'm sure that programming will improve cosplay in a few years a lot.
Yeah, I think probably it's already becoming more common, but like 3D printing is gonna probably evolve even further. I do think it's a lot more accessible to a lot of people, easier to start with. It is less scary. I would say you get also probably less bullied for it. I remember when I was in school, that was a lovely time.
Yeah.
But I think in general, like what I still see, which is really nice, especially during competitions, like there's still like young people competing. Like we have all age categories usually, not just like, oh, everyone is over 30 or over, a certain...
Not here.
No, it's really mixed. And I do see like not just the accessibility in like the case of costumes, but also in case of resources. Like you have so many tutorials available nowadays and the knowledge sharing is great, and I think that will continue, and I'm just excited to see like what kind of builds we're going to do in 10 years.
Yeah.
Hey, you stole my answer. I was like, I wanted to also give like a little bit of a brighter outlook. I think, there's going to be, as things get more accessible, like more and more people can, go into the hobby and even make it their job maybe. And I think I hope at least that if there's more people, that it gets valued more, like as a hobby and also as a job.
The people will take it more seriously.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that's something that I can add to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you see the different countries, you have different levels of cosplayers. And to be honest, who was born in 2006? Nobody. Oh, this feels so good. Back then, it was not easy to get costumes. And in the last few years, you can buy so many nice costumes for kind of cheap money. In Germany, it's super expensive to get fabrics and everything, wigs, blah, blah, and it's completely different. And sometimes I feel overwhelmed because many people show away so many costumes. Like, I can't buy a costume, I wear it for a TikTok. After this, I never wear it again, and this is kind of sad. So I have the feeling that we have to go back to the old way so we can share costumes with friends and going in costume to conventions to have fun and not to make money. I mean, it's our business, so it's different. But it's nice to go to a cosplay competition, but cosplay itself should be a competition, as you said before. And I really hope we can go back to the old school way where we met with friends and have more fun.
Well, I think it is a very tough question coming from Latin America. Even though we have cheap materials, we also have hard ways to get all the things because not everybody can afford these materials over there. And I think now that cosplay it is more popular and people can have more ways to have cosplay, I think it became a bit problematic for those who wanted to have the cosplay as a work because now, it's more like before. If you were invited to events or if you were working for a company, it is because you will be the crafter, and then you have all these more quality and this and that. And now that it is more popular, that everybody can have it, or it is more accessible for everybody, now events and companies don't pay them fairly because they don't have a regulation for it. Says they don't have a regulation that protects all these creators and artists, and it became a bit sometimes it was good, sometimes it's bad for the ones who are starting it. For the ones who already had a career, they already have their standards and they already have their ways in the market. But for those who are starting it and trying to get involved, it is difficult for them to living from cosplay. I think there is still time and there's still way to teach the community and the companies about how the artists and the crafters need to be treated and need to be worked with. But I think it is a lot to learn from not from just the companies and the community, from all of us to talk about it, because I think it is important that in the way we help each other, because nobody is telling anybody, or there is not a career yet about it, and there is not a protocol how to follow for you to succeed in these, and how to not be, just popular on the internet and that's it.
Viral sensation.
Even though, obviously, if you just want to use it from time to time, I think it is okay for that too. But it's obviously on the way of how you see things. There is a way that I just wear cosplay because I think it's fun and I wear it at conventions, but I also want to work with it. It is a very different world. But I think in the future, I hope there is more regulations about it and people know more, and it is more accessible, not just on the materials and on the ways to have it, but also on the information that you have about this hobby.
Yeah, that's all very cool answers. Thank you very much. Another question, is there a cosplay that you made and you don't like it?
Oh God, a lot. Jesus. I So many. Where should I start? I don't like how I look in red. We were just actually talking about it. Well, we're not going to talk about that. I don't like how I look in red. I don't like red in me. Not dresses, not body paint. I just, no. But I think if I can say one now, well, I mean, I'm just say the one I just said because it's in my mind. I did Talon from Star Wars, and then I look horrible. I look like I know she's evil, and this is supposed to be like this. But I was like seeing myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh no. No. And I don't have photos. I don't have proof of this. I burned it.
Never happens.
Never happened. Never happened.
I think I have 2 costumes I made. Luckily, I'm always choose the tough, strong woman with weapons because I love big props and big ki. And I did the 2 costumes in the past. One was Aerith from Final Fantasy, and was like, the pictures are like, no. I mean, I rocked it, yes, perfect.
Yeah.
But no, that's not me. And the second one was Horus from Smite. I mean, imagine you wear mechanic wings with 15 kilograms on your back, completely covered in fur, latex, leather, and everything, and go on stage in Monaco and like, it was so hot. So I will never wear this costume anymore. So if you want a Horus Smite costume, I can pay it I can sell it super cheap. And those are my 2 horrible experiences.
I think I totally have to go the other way, Nadia, because I actually have like a pretty recent one. I actually rushed for like a convention, a powder cosplay from Arcane. And I was usually cosplaying Jinx, so I had a Jinx cosplay, and I'm wearing that a lot because I love to be Jinx. But with powder, I don't feel it. And it's just another version of her. Okay. But I kind of like, I think I'm one of the evil girls, actually. So I'm the other side of it, basically. I'm still happy that I did it because like I made a pattern for the dress, and I've seen so many powder cosplayers using it, and it always feels like I'm the mother of the cosplay. You know, it's so sweet. Yeah.
I have actually 2. One of them is an armor I made from Atlantica Online back then. The issue with the armor was it was completely white. That's where I learned the hard way that most white paints do not cover well, and that is apparently on the paints how well they cover. So I have still a lot of white paint at home, and when I finished it, it did not look well on me. It was not well proportioned. I learned a lot while building it, which was great. And the other one I actually just redid recently. The first time I cosplayed Jinx, I hated it on me. I didn't like how the wig looked. I didn't feel comfortable in the pants. Like the entire outfit was just nothing for me. So I'm very stubborn. So I pushed my own boundaries and decided early this year to redo it. And I actually really liked how it turned out. It's still not going to be my favorite cosplay, but I felt comfortable in it. So I do... Like anyone who doesn't feel comfortable, maybe look into the mirror, like figure out what doesn't feel comfortable and try to improve on those skills and try it again maybe a year or 2 later because you do improve and you get better. Like, yeah.
In 2010, Trinity Blood... Yes, yeah, I'm super old. I'm sorry, guys. So in 2010, Trinity Blood was super popular. Yeah. And not just series, but illustrations by Torres Shibamoto. They're just wonderful. And our cosplay group had a cosplay all together. And I decided, okay, I can sew so good for now, so I will do a star in royal version white one. Okay. And it was really hard to sew it. I remember how we spent hours and hours, days and days, just painting all parts on it. And a few days before the competition, I ruined my costume because I used different fabric, not the proper white color for the collar. and it looked really stupid. And after that competition, we won at that time, but after that competition, I broke the whole costume, started to bought the embroidery machine and started to embroider the fabric by myself. But then I decided that I'm not into Trinity Blood for this period of time, and I just left. That's it.
There is a lot, obviously, but I'm not sure about which one in particular. I feel like very often when I do characters first time, I'm not really happy how it looks. So it takes like 2 or 3 tries to upgrade my look. Usually when I do characters that I don't like myself as is when I try to match in like group cosplays with my partner, and it happens. But like if I had to name one particular one, I don't know, it's not that interesting. Like,
How do you choose characters for cosplay?
I usually aim to choose character that I feel like I like, first of all. That's important. I don't do characters that I don't like. I need to like the design, definitely, and I need to find the design interesting enough. And third, I usually like to fit characters I'm doing in personality or typecast or whatever. But it's as easy as that. Sometimes, because it is my job, I have to like keep up with trends and do characters I don't really always like or feel comfortable in. But these days, most of the time, I am aiming not to do that and actually just do stuff I really love and I really enjoy. And it always turns out better than forcing it.
Usually I watch animes, play games, and if I like some character and I understand that I look maybe similar and I know where to shoot that character, I will do her, because usually I do female cosplays now. And later I'm more into cosplay photo shoots, not competitions. And I own a cosplay photo studio, and now it's much easier to find a place, some interior for proper photo shoot. But if I understand that I don't have any place in Ukraine to do this character, I would skip it, because I usually plan a wow photo shoot. I want to do something very unusual, something specific. And if I cannot do that, I would skip.
So there are 3 ways. Mm-hmm. 1, you are in a group, someone is missing, and you're like, I don't want to be excluded. At least that's how I ended up in a My Little Pony group for this year. Number 2, you see a show and you see this one character and you kind of just start getting obsessed with it. Or number 3, you get obsessed with the character, but you want to see your partner cosplaying it, so you cosplay the counterpart and try to convince them to get the other costume done.
Oh my God, that's what I do with my husband.
See? It's the only way.
Yeah, I mean, of course, because I like the character. I mean, it's not that hard. But at the same time, for me, it also changed a little bit when I started doing cosplay professionally, because I do a lot of tutorials and patterns. So for me, it's important that the character is also popular, and that it's something that also beginners can maybe do themselves. Or I can structure the tutorial so people can do it even if they don't have like massive cosplay skills. So that's also like a factor that is very important for me. But yeah, of course, I need to love the character at the same time.
So Hespen Hotel is one of my most loved costume career thing, whatever ever, because I made actually 4 costumes before from Hespen Hotel. I did a small Emily, I did Lute, I did a Serpentches. It was so beautiful. And yes, it's everything for me. So I want to make something similar. Like, I don't know if you remember the TARDIS trend when everyone make a dress like TARDIS. And I was like, yeah, nobody made the hotel itself. So it was time to me to make the hotel, and I really, really loved it.
Yes.
For me, I think I started doing gender vendor because in Latin America it was not well seen when a girl show a lot of skin, and then all the characters that I liked, there was like a lot, woo. So I was like, okay, maybe I do men because I actually like the main character who is very cool. So I started doing my favorite male characters. I started with Cyclops because I used to be invited to Comic-Cons in America. So Cyclops, Gambit, then I like ninja, so I did Ryu Hayabusa and all these things. So at the beginning it was a bit harsh because it was not well seen, It was like, why is she dressing up as a man? There is plenty of characters for females. And I'm like, well, this is not what I want. I want to do a man too. So I usually do choose my favorite male characters, even though they're no girls. I try to pretend if they were born girls, how they will look. So this is the version that I try to bring to you.
Yes, thank you. And I think we have time for only one question left. So let's pick. Yeah, okay. What part of let's end on a very happy and lucky and ongoing note. What part of cosplaying is your favorite and why? Crafting, makeup, photo shooting, competitions, making TikTok reels, whatever.
Not TikTok reels. Horrible. 3 seconds for all day doing it.
Oh no.
I think my favorite two parts is designing it. Usually I modify the character to bring it how I look. So designing is one part. And after the mess that is actually making it, doing it for real actually in photo shoot and having a nice video of your work, I think it is very rewarding, and actually seeing it on TikTok and Instagram and all the social medias, or even like printed it and have it at home, and then your parents are like, oh, this is my daughter in this character that I don't know, but she's liking it, so it is very nice. So I think that is my most favorite part. Also sharing it with friends. I usually I try to bring all my friends and then try to cosplay all together from a series. The next one will be Monster High, actually. It is 17 girls. It is going to be insane, but it's going to be fun. And this is what matters.
For me, is the complete process before wearing the costume really amazing. So I love to make details for hours and weeks and days and months and everything. And I really like to share my knowledge online, and made in the last few years a lot of workshops and tutorials and whatever. And for me, I pick a new costume to learn more skills and to train my skills again, and to share the world how they can make it. Mm-hmm. And after then, I have to wear the costume the whole day on a convention and feeling fine and good, and because it makes so much fun. No, it makes fun, but for me, I really love group shootings and cosplay groups or cosplaying with a partner. And to have the pictures, it's nice. I mean, my granny have one poster from mine in her room, and she's super proud of me. So this is really what it's. This is gold. This is like our big award for making costume. Mm-hmm.
For me, it is kind of the step in between. It's like when you know, maybe some of the cosplayers or people that sit in the audience that may cosplay know that step. It's basically when you build your costume, and at first, like, things, like it's separate parts, and you can't really imagine how it's gonna look all together. And then the moment when it starts to go from trust the process to just seeing it coming together, it's just so rewarding, because finally it starts to look like what you actually imagined it to look. And you know that you have to go through everything before to get to that point. And it just feels super, super rewarding to me.
Wigs.
No. I'm currently deep diving onto wigs. I used to be really, really shit at it. So I kind of hyper focused on it, and that one's still lasting. So we continue as long as that one stays on. But I think my favorite part is if you cosplay something niche that people don't know, and then you meet this one person who knows exactly what you're doing, and you can just like sit there for like an hour and just geek out about this one thing, or make like conspiracy theories. And just like, I think in general, the part of fandom and being with people is like really rewarding.
As I already told you, photo shoots. Because usually I bring just huge suitcases to studios. I can build everything from the scratch just in studio because I want some specific interior. And it's really important for me not to take photos just on the plain white wall. It's not interesting. So yeah, mostly photo shoots because it's like I'm getting fun together with someone, because there is my friend photographer, there are helpers, maybe some friends who do cosplay together with me as a pair group or something like that. I remember last time we made a photo shoot in the hotel. There was a possibility to book few hotel rooms. It wasn't expensive, and we brought few cars with a lot of small things to decorate everything. We brought even the curtains to change because we needed another color, and it was wow.
I think for me, photo shoots as well. Maybe photo editing as well. I just love photography in general, so that's definitely my favorite part. I don't like making video content that much. It's so hard. Like, I don't know how your guys doing it. Especially you. I saw you film so many videos. But yeah, I think photo shoots and also events. I love events. I love like coming to events, meeting people all around the world, like different cosplayers, and also meeting people that come to support me. It's even before photo shoots, let's say.
So I would like to thank you for your participation in this World Cosplay panel. I think, I hope we all enjoyed it. And see you on tomorrow on the cosplay contests. Please be nice to our cute contestants. And have a nice evening and have a nice rest of the day.